Good afternoon, everybody. It's Denise here, Denise Junk Journals UK. Thank you so much for joining me. It is lovely to have you here, and yeah, welcome to Saturday. Happy Saturday. So it's more book page makes today, using up my book pages to make some ephemera. So these are what I'm going to make. A little bit of a mass make-ish. These are just a couple that I've made up to go in certain journals that are coming up soon. So I was just having a little play. So it's a two pocket or 3 pocket. There's one on the side as well, and there's a prettier one. Oops, got a bit of string on there. Oh, it's off that, sorry. Yeah, so it's just a pocket to glue down. You could cover the back. I mean, you don't have to do the back and have it as a floating pocket tag type thing, but that's what we're going to make. So I've got some ready folded because I'm going to embellish a couple with you today. So I wanted to get them ready, but I will I'll fold some and show you what I did. So this book that I've been taking apart is a lovely, it's a bit like a kind of an encyclopedia, an old-ish encyclopedia. That's 14.5. I've trimmed off the edges where I've pulled it out the spine. So it's 14.5 centimetres wide, which is 5 3/4 inches, and it is 9 inches in lengthwise height, which is not quite 23 centimetres. So they should all roughly be that. Now it's lovely, it's quite thick paper, so it's not like the Reader's Digest book paper that I've been making things out of, and I've been sticking those together. These don't need sticking together, they're lovely and thick paper. It's this beautiful creamy colour. Now what I have done is taken all the pages out with the illustrations. There's some really interesting, sorry, I don't know if I was in camera there, you know, illustrations in with the interesting bit. Jackson Pollock, 1955, abstract art. Yeah, all sorts of interest. Well, what I consider interesting things. Look, ballet poses, theatre. So yeah, I've kept those out because I think they will be nice pocket fillers. You know, in various journals that I make. So I'm definitely, oops, road markings, look, UK road markings and signs. So I'm definitely going to keep those because they're interesting. Too interesting to cover over. They don't want to go in there for some reason. And then I went through and just pulled out all the, you know, the ones that with just a straight text in, and they're the ones that I'm using up at the moment. So I told you the dimensions. So all you do is turn it on its side, and these will work with any size paper. It doesn't matter what size paper you start with, book page, because you can adjust it as you go along should you want to, or you can just make it work. You don't have to adjust it at all. So I right bottom corner up to get that, and then I fold this flap back, and I do it that way so that I can see where the line of the other fold is, and I do it a little bit bigger than. You could get it exact if you're good at exact, but if you see what I mean, this flap now where I folded it, you can see a line of writing there, I think. Can you? I think you can. Let me ink it, and then it might stand out a little bit more to you. Maybe should have inked the other one, then you'd have seen. Let me ink that one in black. Maybe that will, just for those of you that are watching on very small screens. If you're watching it on the TV screen, big TV screen, you'll have no problem seeing it. Okay, so can you see the black at the front and the brown at the back? You can fold it absolutely exact, completely up to you. So that is the back piece there, and your slanted piece, depending on which side you do it. I'll do one the other way, but you point down at the bottom end, and then you do the same again. You fold this piece back. You really want the bottom square on here if you can. Everything else, you know, this end you can trim if you need to. Whoops, a bit further this way. So it can, as always with me, you can make it an absolutely exact, precise art, or you can just go with the flow. Now, there's not much book text on there, is there? But I am covering mine, most of it. I didn't that one with the, I just put the flower on because I wanted to celebrate the text on one of them. But yeah, this one and the two I'm doing today, I've used digital paper. Well, on that one I've used digital, and I've covered it all, and I did the same with the back, covered the back. So, you know, if that's what you're doing, it doesn't matter where your text ends up being. Completely covered that one as well, look. On this one, I put a notch in the side. Now, because I've got thick paper, I was okay with making that a pocket. If you're using really thin paper, you might want to double it up in the back. Or you could seal that down completely and not have a pocket. This one, I haven't put a notch in, I've just left it open to put something secret in it. This one, it's really obvious, isn't it, that there's something in there because it's got a tab pull and a thumb notch. Whereas this one, you know, you could tuck something in there and not necessarily notice. So yeah, if you're covering it all, it doesn't matter. If you're not, if you want your text showing, you have to mess about with your folding until you get, you know, the bit that you want in the right direction. I think with this one, that one was in the right direction, but the back one wasn't. Can't remember now. Yeah, so that's all you do. So that's the same as that one, is it? Yep, that I've done there. Of course, it depending on the size of your page will depend on how far this comes across. It might be that it comes across further and you can tuck it back or cut it off, or as in my case, you know, they're only little side pockets. Which one did I just do? That one. Okay, so let's do one the other way. So for that one, I lifted the bottom corner up and went to the top. For this one, I'm going to lift the other bottom corner. I can't see right up there. Can you see? Yes. The other bottom corner all the way up there. And of course, the straighter you get that, the straighter everything else will be, depending on, you know, if you've trimmed the edge of your page like I have. So you can see that that's not straight by that line there. I suppose we could, yeah, you could use the, let's do that. Let's use the line of the text, that's it, because I think they print pretty straight. To get a straight line there, that might make life easier. And then fold back. I'll probably do another couple so you can see what I'm doing. Oops, that's the door. Okay, I'm back. It was Amazon. I just ordered something really, really small. I expected them to put it through the letterbox, but of course Amazon packed it in a box much bigger than it needed to be. You see, now I've made that straight there. We're not quite straight at the bottom. Can I live with it? I'll fold it. I'll fold it and see, and then you get to see too. Excuse me puffing now. I'm not used to going up and down the stairs that quick. Yeah, I suppose you could just trim the bottom when you've done it all. I don't know. Yeah, I think you're better going with the folds of your paper rather than the text, I guess. Although that should give me a nice straight bottom now. No, it hasn't. So why is that? So I went with that one. Let's go with that one then and see. Oh dear. I don't know why it's going down there. I might have to cut it by hand because obviously the trimmer just wants to cut it straight and it clearly is not straight there. It's the back piece, so it'll just tuck behind you. Okay. So yeah, don't go with your lines, go with the folding of your paper. It does look very unlevel at the bottom there now, doesn't it? I don't know. I give up. Anyway, it'll be fine because it'll be inked around the edges and it will be shall I use that one now so that you can see it's okay? I will. I'll use those two. We're a bit longer now than that one, but they won't be going next to each other in the book anyway. So just so that I didn't confuse you, so from the bottom up and make, well, a square, I guess. Yeah, it's a square, isn't it, cut in half. So from the bottom up like that, fold that piece back on itself. Try and keep your lines straight with your paper that you're working with. So that's become the back of your pocket, and then turn your pointy piece in again so that it's straight along the bottom. Yeah, you're better with your bottom as straight as possible. Yeah, really easy. So again, from the other side, fold it across as straight as you can make it. Fold it back that way. A nice straight line there. Yeah, put it the right way up, so that's the back, so you can see I've left a bit, you can see that line there. And then fold this one back on itself. Now I've done these a long time ago, following Bonnie and Clive. Not Bonnie and Clyde, Bonnie and Clive. And she did them with, I've got some somewhere, but I don't think they're in hand's reach, they're not. The little tiny gem dictionary pages, real tiny little, lovely cute little things they are. Yeah, when I find them I'll dig them out and show you them, but they, you know, they're really nice in small pages. These they make nice little tiny. Okay, so I've got quite a few going there. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, and I've done 2, haven't I? So yeah, so you know, so quick and easy to make those like that. And then you could just decoupage them out of your scraps box. You could use kit papers. If you're, you know, making a journal in a certain kit, you can use digitals that you've got left over. Anything at all. Right, so I'm going to, I said I was going to use that one, didn't I? That I trimmed to show you it didn't matter. So true to my word, that's what I will do. I'll have to apologise that I haven't been on and filming. I'll link these while I talk to a minute. Yeah, we went out for a day out, well, for a sort of mid-morning into late early afternoon out. We went shopping at a town, well, where I was born, Doncaster, to an outlet that's there. And yeah, it was my intention to come back and get some filming done, because we got up in the morning, took Mum to the cemetery to take flowers and wipe the grave down and what have you. And then when we dropped Mum off home, did a bit of shopping with her. When we dropped Mum off home, it was such a beautiful day, and it was Neil's first day of his holiday week. So we said, I fancy going out somewhere, do you? And I said, oh, always. Never turn that down. And he said, let's go to the Doncaster outlet. He was looking for a screwdriver, a battery powered screwdriver, I don't know, some gadget. And I am after some new Skechers trainers for winter, so we thought we'd get those there and, you know, call and have, dare I say, coffee and cake, because I'm supposed to be not, but we did. Actually, we had frappe, which was lovely, because it was so hot. I mean, the sun came out unbelievable. We was very nearly 30 again. It's crazy weather. Yeah, I think I've done all the fronts there. Yeah. Yeah, and on the way home, and well, we'd literally just got onto the motorway, and I mean just, when we came to a halt and there'd been an accident, and we were sat in it quite a while, so it literally just occurred when we hit it. And would you believe it, about 10 miles down the road, after that one was cleared up and we got moving, there was another one. Well, needless to say, by the time I'd got home, I'd been sat far too long and I was hot and bothered, and yeah, the filming was not going to happen. Right, now I've brought these pages along, which were a lovely happy mail from Donna. Thank you, Donna. And I thought, looking at the size, I wasn't sure, but actually, yeah, they're going to fit nice, aren't they, on there. So I've brought 2 of similar colours, so they're sort of the browny pinky beiges, and then there was a couple of the bluey grey kind of colours. I have brought a Tim Holtz what is that? Ticket, big ticket, which I thought might be the nice tag in the back. And this I believe came from Tanya, which would be nice in the front, I thought. So which one do I want at the front? So I'm kind of putting more book page on the book page, as it were. I don't know which one I want. I do like that red flower. So you don't need to use the whole page. I am going to tear with my ruler because it's quicker and easier, and then you're not getting the too neat a line. So it's up to you if you put the whole piece down or not, but you only, oh actually you do, don't you, because that, oh no, that's the one that needs the full. This one doesn't because it's covered by that. Contradicting myself there for a minute because I got confused. Oops. Come on, line up. Yeah, so, and although we had a lovely afternoon out, that's going to be a nice bit cut off, isn't it? The shop that Neil wanted his screwdriver from is no longer there. It's been a long time since we've been. And the Sketchers shop, which was quite a new shop, hadn't quite opened. So neither of the things we wanted, neither of the shops we went for. Yes, you see, you don't need all that. I think I will take a little bit of it off and put it in the scrap box because, you know, it's an interesting little piece. And that one I can go in the scrap box as well. There you in. I'll just think that up, but I don't think it's particularly going to be showing. It certainly wasn't a nice neat edge like I said I wanted. You know, I said I didn't want a nice neat edge. Or I didn't get one, so that's all right. Oops. Yeah, so that's just a nice square piece to go down, no problem. Right, now I'm going to use, I think, my glue stick. I have been, in the others, I did use the wet glue, the Cosmic Shimmer, and it worked fine, but, you know, it gets wet. You have to wait for it to dry. Glue stick is a little bit drier. So, yeah, we'll, you know, I'll be able to use it, not use it, but I won't be working with a wet piece on camera, if you see what I mean. You know what I mean, don't you? So yeah, so I did say the day before that I was going to put a film up and I didn't, and I do apologise. But I don't film in advance. When did I write that? One of these days I will. Occasionally I do, but on the whole it just doesn't happen. It just doesn't, it's just not me. It's not who I am. Alright, so this is one where you do want the whole page then. Just about. Yeah, I don't think it matters which bit of it I tear off, to be honest. It's all quite pretty. But this is the first one that needs a slant, so I'm going to have some lovely bits for collaging, aren't I? Which I think I might be doing tomorrow on something. Okay, so if you fold that open, you can then find your slope to, you know, copy. Now, somebody did tell me the other day, after I had all that trouble trying to fit an envelope, that you could put it inside like that and draw, which I did know once upon a time, but, you know, it had gone to me. You could do the same with this, is what I'm basically what I'm saying. Just stick it inside and draw if you don't want to fold it like that. Yep. So they are very similar, but that's, well, I was going to say it's not bothering me. Some people may want them to match that well as well. So contrast or match, doesn't matter. Like I say, if you've got, you know, nice book pages and you've got your text in a nice position where you like it, just some images on, some lovely washi stickers or see-through stickers would be lovely. Vellum, maybe some vellum stickers or vellum stuck on it. I like that. Of course, it will be separated by, in this instance, this. Yeah, this will want something fancy on it, I think, just to, the colours we've got are all very similar, aren't they? Maybe we want to pop it with a bit of something. We'll see. I mean, the tags you can interchange anyway, can't you? Right, now, I didn't know what to put on there. I didn't know whether to put a plain piece of, let's go in the scrap. I hadn't thought any further than this. I mean, there is a piece of this left, which I could go with, but I want something to, yeah, but, oh, lots of scrap going on in here, look. Oh, those are all little pieces that I had my embosser out, so I took some of the little bits off my desk and threw them through it at the same time. That's nice. looking to though, isn't it, when I've got all these little bits? Let's have a look. We could just do... Don't really want purple, do I? But that would have been a perfect piece if the colour had been anything like. What's that? What are you? Yeah. Oh, you're just one of those little... I know that's similar, but I do like that flower. I'm loving these wallpapers at the moment. These are the one set from Shabby Dabby Doodah, from Tina at Shabby Dabby Doodah. What are they called? Don't know if it's vintage wallpaper. Can't remember. And she's got a few anyway, but yeah, you know how things suddenly are your favourite of the moment. Well, these wallpapers are one of mine at the moment. It's not a journal kit or anything like that. They're just papers for, you know, doing things like this with, I guess. That's not going to want to rip, is it? Let's see. Oh, it did. Yeah, quite like that. It's similar, but oh, that's black. They're very much the same tones and what have you, but it's different. Is that the way I had it? I think it was. Yeah, I like that. Okay, let's put that on. And again, this is the bit I like. You know, so making loads of them up like that in one go, and then just, you know, putting your book page away and getting all your lovely scraps of paper out on your desk and just sort of go through them. Because as you do one, you come up with an idea often for another and another and another. You think, oh, this would have been nice, that would have been nice. So if you've got all your bases just sitting there ready made. Right, so that's done. Now, if you want to put a notch in there, this would be the time before you glue it. This would be the time to put your notch in. I don't think I'm going to. I'm going to leave it like that. Because I think with 2 pieces in, it will be enough. You could put it on the page, couldn't you, as a belly band and put something all the way through. You could put it on the page as a side pocket and just put something so far in, or just glue the whole thing down. So I think we're ready for gluing now, aren't we? I just had to make sure. If you don't want that, if you use thin paper and you don't want that open, glue that down now. Because, you know, you might as well not have it flapping about. So we want these two and down this side. So down there. And across the bottom. Not too much across the bottom because one's going on top of the other, if you see what I mean. Like that. If you put a great lot in one. Oh, I missed my middle. That one. You know where I said do down the side, you if you want to, you definitely need to do the bottom, whether you're doing the side or not. So that should have been done first. I'll show you again in this other one. This is a thing when you do one and then you do another one after another one after another, the system is in your head, isn't it? And then you're away. Just give it a minute or two to grab. Where's the other one after? Oh, I haven't covered it yet. I was going to say I'll glue the other one up. You see, that's going a nice way. So again, I could just put something on that rather than put the paper. And you know, I don't mind that on its side either. So, you know, those two like that wouldn't bother me necessarily. Just wondering if that would have gone in one though. I'm using these though, like I said, because I'm making a similar, a matching-ish pair. So which one do I want on the back? I think I'll have that one on the front because we will catch a bit of that flower, won't we? Whereas, oh, I do like that top bit that says Flowers of the Hedgerow. So what I'm going to do is tear it down just where that starts, because I think I will only just get that in. Right, I've gone, as you can see, I've gone in a little bit there, but it matters not because that bit's not going to be on show. Sorry. I don't want to go too far in here. I like to see the edge of the book and celebrate the fact that it's book page under there. not that there's any text to be seen, but, and again, where I'll take a bit off across the top of those, because I might as well have that in my scrap. So you can see how once you've got everything lined up, not like me chasing it all across your table. Once you've got everything lined up, it's quite an easy job. I didn't ink, did I? I don't think I did. Again, when you're using pages like this, you don't necessarily have to ink either, because, you know, they're a beautiful colour as it is on their own. Oh, I did. I inked the rest of it. I don't know how I missed that. Pretty. Pretty. So these two floral ones will go in any of my, well, and that one as well, go in any of the current journals. The one that's got the gentleman, all this is from the gentleman kit, well, most of it, not all of it, by Tanya and Nanine. And we're going to be doing some things with it again soon, but yeah, the papers in here, that stamps from the gentleman kit. That number 2 is, that's Tanya actually gifted me that, happy mailed me it, but this piece in here, she sent me these lovely stickers as well. So yeah, you'll be seeing something with that soon. I think that might be from the kit actually. I think it is. I just backed it onto something. That's a Tim Holtz kit. Like I say, I've got 2 projects coming up with that soon. Very soon, September. Yeah, that's pretty, isn't it? You seem a long way away, would I? I mean, I've already got one to join, but lids off all the glues for some reason. I think that's dry enough to put these in now. It's just I want a few less things kicking around the table. That's pretty. Of course, you know, some labels and some bling, some lace down there would be lovely, things like that. But not today. I don't want to spend too long. Right, am I going to get you in? Yes. So this is the one where I need the full height of the paper. Right, let's go this way first, I think. I know I'm cutting it into 2 bits, but I don't want to be out there. Again, that bit's going under, so it doesn't matter too much. This is the bit that matters. I find it easier like this. I find it hard to cut, you know, put a line and cut in a straight line because of this angle. That's the best way I find to get me angle. You could actually put glue that down, couldn't you, as a pocket, and you could put journaling paper in there and then put a little fastener on that and open it up to journal on, maybe. Don't know, just a thought that came to me. I'm loving these papers, Donna. I like the fact that, you know, I've got all the hard work done matching them up. And they look like papers that come from one of the kits, not the kits, sorry, the stationery places. I don't know, but a lot of them do this now, don't they? They Tapeology, and what's the new one that's out? Oh, that we've only just seen. Is it Giphy or something like that? I forget. I forget. There was a Bunjo, and there's another one. Oh, yeah, Your Creative Studio. All those type things. It's a shame to cover that text up, but there you go. Yeah, these look like pages from that. But of course, you could use pages from books. You know, other books, pretty books, floral books. You know, that Bird Observer's book I've got, that would be nice, wouldn't it? Yeah, I love that. I'm not going to use those again for that. I don't think that goes, but just have a look to the side of me, see what I've got. Got a little, got a little piece sat here from that other one. I think that will do nicely. I mean, there's no point in cutting triangles out of things when you've got something that goes. Let's have a look now. I've torn it. So this is one of those wallpaper pieces that I used. Well, I used it on this one. Can you see it there and there? So this is a triangle out of that. And did I just use a piece on that other one somewhere? Yeah, on there. So this is also from that wallpaper. It's upside down, but you can't tell, can you? You can't tell, can you? No. Just take a big chunk off because it's a lot. Super. Okay, ink it. I mean, how quick have I done those two? I don't know, because did I do them all since I started the film up again after the postman came? Postman, it was postman. Amazon man. Neil's just gone to the tip with more. Gosh, it takes a lot, doesn't it, to clear a small garden? I'm pleased we've only got a small one. You know, dead plants and, well, not plants, the prunings and what have you. And yeah, boxes, lots of cardboard boxes from things that we've been buying for the house, I guess. Like that on there. So let's glue it in order this time. So yeah, I thought he'd be back for well, I thought the Amazon man would put it through the letterbox, to be fair, but if he didn't, I thought I might as well go all the way across there. I thought Neil will be back, because normally they say they come in between a certain time and a certain time, and it's towards the end. Well, it was at the beginning this time. Never mind, it's here. So yeah, when he gets back from the tip, we've been doing some paperwork as well, you know, tax returns and things like that, nightmare. And sounds like we've been out. We weren't arguing, but we had raised voices, shall we say. You know, when you're having a conversation and you want to get your point across, and you've said it a few times, so you raise your voice. Both of us were doing it. And poor old Simba, he came up to us one then the other, and he obviously doesn't, he thought we was arguing. We weren't, you know, we weren't venomously talking, but we were loudly disagreeing or whatever. He did not like it, bless him. He came over first to me and then to his dad. Did I have something to go in there? I had a lady's picture, didn't I? I think it might be Tim Holt's one. Tanya sent me it. Let's put some pink on her. She doesn't want to be black or grey, does she? So yeah, he didn't like that, bless him. He's gone out now. But I think it's the first time he's heard raised voices. I mean, we don't argue, I wouldn't say, me and Neil. I couldn't tell you last time we had an argument. We did. We did when we first got together. We had many a humdinger, but you know, when you're learning to live with people, and you know, we were young, we were both young, but yeah, we hadn't had arguments for many a year. So obviously these want dressing up a bit more. I don't know what with, perhaps with some lace, and I haven't got my lace, no. I haven't got my lace here. Yeah, I think these would be prettier with some lace, perhaps down these slopes, and a lace pull on the tab and what have you. But you know, that's giving you an idea. I'm sure if you're anything like me, you'll be now off to make some. Like I say, they're not new, and I'm sure they're not new to most of you, but I see films like this and think, oh yeah, I remember those, love those, and then I'm off making a pack. So I've got all these to go at, and all those done and nearly done. So I've enjoyed spending some of my Saturday with you. Thank you very much for that, for being here. If it's Saturday that you saw me, thumbs up would be lovely. Chat to me in the comments if you've got time. And if you want to see some collaging and me playing with my scraps, don't know what I'm doing yet, but yeah, tomorrow, Sunday, is the day. Okay, have a lovely what's left of your Saturday, and I'll see you all soon. Bye for now. Don't know why I had them all squared up. There you go.